of the leading fintech companies in Southeast Asia. We operate under two brands. First one, CheckAja, is the leading online financial marketplace in Indonesia. The other one, Amalan, is we essentially develop solutions for them to settle their loans when they're in financial difficulty. Arne Hartmann. I'm founder and CEO of Amalan. I guess my main responsibility to develop and implement the strategy for the group, to build the team and drive the growth. The common theme across all our products and services is helping consumers and also small, medium enterprises take the right financial decisions. And why is that important? Across the region here, financial literacy is still very low, and people are not very experienced with financial services, financial products. These can be quite important decisions that impact your life. So CheckAja helps consumers find the right products and services to take the right decisions. Amalan helps consumers to correct the wrong decisions that they've already taken. Before Volopay, we tried a few other solutions. Our general problem was all our expenses were running through one single credit card. There was a disconnect between the users of something that generate the expense and budget owner, which is like the head of department, who should know what all the users are spending. Then the person that basically gets the credit card bill much later, and the accounting, who then needs to connect all the different pieces of information. So in the end, a lot of people had partial information and nobody had a real view of what happened with the expenses. And also there was a time lag. Again, we did try a lot of or several other solutions. We were very aware of our problem, and nothing really delivered what we were looking for. Then I came across Volopay, I think through Y Combinator email, then looked it up, thought that is interesting, and very quick follow-up from Volopay, and we gave it a try. We set it up for a part of our expenditures. It worked out very well. People liked it. It kind of provided everyone with the information they needed, and so increased accountability, transparency. And so we increased the share of our expenses running through Volopay over time. And by now, pretty much all card expenses are running through Volopay. And we're looking forward to now increase the bill pay, which is kind of bank transfers as opposed to card payments. It's for the card payments, there are subscriptions of all kinds of software as a service, I guess. So there is CRM, there's cloud infrastructure, there's marketing tools, email, and so on. And the other big block is advertising expenditure. And again, going forward, we plan to then increase the share of our expenditure through the bank transfers. So there's two approvals. So either the individual user for, let's say, a new card, I need to pay something new. Number one can go to the head of department, and approval number two is the head of department, for instance, needs a higher budget overall, and both is very easy, very simple process where whoever needs to approve gets a message, gets the information, and then can say yes, no. Two two options. The main one that we use is either download the invoices from the vendor or the emails, and then the user uploads it directly through the web app or sends it to our finance department, and then they will upload it to the web app. Then the other option is to upload things directly through the mobile app. For instance, if you have a restaurant expenditure, travel expenditure, or let's say you take a taxi, you can immediately take a screenshot or a photo of the invoice and attach it to whatever you just paid. What I can recommend is to use Volopay and as early as possible, so that you don't need to have a large company to get a lot of benefit out of the systems. If it had been available back then when I started the company, I would have loved to have Volopay and being able to run a very structured process even with a small company and have everyone essentially manage the expenses on their own, and that probably delays also the time until you would need an accountant to take care of your expenses. So I think it is a great solution from day one until having a really sizable company.
It might be about the budget, yeah. Because of the Volopay, I think we have more visibility on how we spend our budget, marketing budget. So I think before Volopay arrived, I think we never have any visibility on that. And then another thing about Volopay, so we actually manage our subscription better. Why? Because even when before Volopay, I cannot even remember how many subscription that we have, how much tools that we actually subscribe, and then which still active and which one that we don't use anymore. So it's actually very simple. As a head department, I send out the email to Arne, because Arne is my direct manager. Once he approves, and the finance can set up the card for my team.